Hey guys, welcome back to a foggy trail. It's absolutely freezing this morning. We're in the middle of a Easter bank holiday weekend. The weather has been fantastic to this point. It was fantastic on the drive up here. We are on Ripondon Moor, which is part of Saddleworth. We just crossed the border into it. Northeast part of Manchester, the northwestern part of the Peak District. So we're on a section of the Pennine Way, familiar because most of the Pennine Way, as far as I know, is quite well looked after, quite well paved. We've been on sections of it before on the various trails. And that's where we are today. We've got 2 trig points to bag. It's a 16-mile circular route. It doesn't seem to have anything distinctive about it, apart from being part of the Saddleworth Ripondon Moor area. But yeah, bolted this morning. 3 degrees, gone straight for the gloves, the hats, the scarf. But I'm very confident it's going to burn away, given the weather report. And as I say, I was in a beer garden yesterday with my wife, just loving the sunshine. Absolutely fantastic. It's quite warm for an April weekend. Yeah, so let's get out there. Let's get bashing out some miles, and we'll have a brew in the next 4 miles. I'm ready for one already. Well, this is Blackstone Edge trig point at 472 metres. One of those strangely inaccessible ones without climbing up on there. I suspect this was probably a beautiful view, but the unexpected fog has kind of ruined it. It is starting to burn off, but it's going to be a while before that happens. And I ain't hanging around, there'll be plenty more like that. Yeah, so this formation of rocks is Robin Hood's bed. Don't know how big Robin Hood was. Yeah, shame. Seen one person today, kind of weird. He came out of the mist with a gigantic rectangle on his back. Reminded me of a video game enemy you see off in the distance. And when he turned and started coming towards me, really did remind me of a video game. I expected a kind of enemy health bar above him. But it looks like it's some sort of paragliding equipment or whatever. Looks like he's waiting for the fog to clear so he can jump. Apart from that, I have no idea what he was carrying. Yeah, okay, we'll just press on. I'm confident fog's going to vanish eventually. Nearly 2 miles done. Another 2 miles, we'll have a brew. Well, this chap, according to the plaque, is a medieval guide stone for travellers, 600 years old. And that's all I can see. Very disappointed. But we are going to lose the elevation now. I'm going to go down to the reservoir. We're on Blackstone Edge Moor. We've crossed over. So now, down to the reservoir. Just over 2 miles done. Really want that sun to get hot, burn these fog clouds off. Yep, anyway, pressing on. So down below us there is Rochdale, and the Rochdale way I think would come from over that side. We're carrying on, but then we are going to turn right. Well guys, I'm not going to lie, compared to Friday and Saturday, this weather is absolutely miserable. It's freezing, still very low temperatures. You can tell the cloud cover is just so low, so foggy. And it gave cloud for today, but I wasn't expecting this kind of cloud. So I've had to keep my layers on, and I'm boiling some water for a brew. Now we've moved now into, it's quite a busy path, so I keep checking. We've moved into sort of spring and summer now, so I won't be taking a flask with me. I will be bringing the gas stove, the Luxada micro stove titanium, and I'll be bringing a can, which is also Luxada. It's quite a good brand and it's quite cheap. Titanium, nice and light, with camping gas and boiling water, because I'll be carrying two 1.5 litre bottles of water. After last week I realised I was on the verge of not having enough, so it's going to be now more important when we've got warmer temperatures to have more water in the bag. So having a flask obviously is still fluid, but I'd rather have 2 bottles of water and then the option to brew if I want. So I've got that, and we've also got some powdered energy drink today. I really want to try and see if that just gives a bit of extra kick. Not there yet. We are just going to have a biscuit and a cup of coffee. And thanks Dan putting me onto the Aldi version of the toffee crisp caramel crunch. So I'm going to have one of these. Are delightful. So I'm going to have one of these with my brew, and it's probably going to be a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1 sachet. No coffee, powder, no milk, just sachets again. Back to the spring summer routine from last year. It really does go to show that in the United Kingdom you really cannot be 100% sure what the weather's going to do. So you really do need to be prepared for both, well, all weathers. So I'll be looking forward to putting that down jacket in, which really would have been handy today. My other one I use for work and it isn't really capable now of coming on a trail, so I ordered a waistcoat version, and it wasn't coming till Thursday. Really annoyed, because in Primark they had one for 12 quid. Same thing. Very annoyed. Anyway, so we've got jumper, 2 t-shirts, my windbreaker, which is this thing, hat, scarf, gloves. We're doing alright. And we got plenty of brews. Oh, this is my brew pack. Plenty of sachets in there, and then we've got the energy drink, which I'll explain more about later. 2 sandwiches and a couple more chocolate bars. So we're good, we're well prepared, we're well stocked. I think just for morale's sake, the weather's a little bit disappointing, especially after Friday and Saturday. But hey, not to worry, here we are, we're on the trail, loving life. Just got to take the rough with the smooth. Whoa! The sun has come out. It's nice and warm, that. Let's take off the chill. It's very cold still. We're at the 6 mile mark. We've crossed the main road and now we're into soil and moor. It's moor. Soil and moor. It leaves behind the busy stretch where people have parked up to walk the cars. Walk the cars? What would you walk your car for? Walk the dogs. That's what they've been doing, walking the dogs. So now we're off the beaten track, following a footpath towards Manshead Hill, which has a trig point, and I'm assuming is that big fella on the horizon there. So yeah, nice bit of warm sunshine. I'm still hoping that's going to come at some point today, clear away some of this cloud and get the temperature up a bit. Classical moorland, really. I've not done much filming, mainly because it's been busy, but also this is pretty much it. Bleak, Wuthering Heights kind of stuff. Not really that much to film. So now we've got a bit of peace and quiet, we will plod ahead to the 8 mile mark before our next break. So it's 16 miles, we'll do 3 lots of 4 mile breaks. Should be alright, should be plenty. We have got a lot of elevation, but after last week on the Dam Busters challenge, this should be a cakewalk. Cake. That's where we're heading. Up to top. Fireplace there. Front door. I don't actually believe it. Look at that. That's where I've come from. Not a difficult climb at all. Trig point that way. And a bench. Boosh. As you can tell, it's got quite windy, so I won't be using the bench, but there's the trig with its Viking runes. No idea why. Someone's painted them on. So this is Manshead Hill, 417 metres, and we're going to head over to Great Manshead, but that's only 404. It's just down there. So we'll carry on. Then we're going to carry on north, head east a little bit, and then we're going to start circling back round, roughly about the halfway point. So we're at 7.5 miles, and we're going to stop for some lunch at a convenient point. It's a bit too windy for my liking, but the sun's out, as you can tell. Still quite cool though. My mood is picking up a bit. Got a bit despondent with the fog and the cloud, but now we've got some sunshine. Feeling a lot better. Definitely feeling a lot better. Yeah, let's crack on. we're beyond the halfway point at the moment, and nice, the sun just keeping the chill off, but we've still got that breeze you can hear, obviously. Ready for a bit of a break. I'm going to pop one of those energy powders into my water bottle, and see how that goes. But generally, on the whole, I'm feeling quite good now. Hang on, some on your face there. I'm feeling quite good now. I think the weather does make a big difference, but terrain wise, it's just not winning for me. But just to point out, not every trail's a winner. You know, the Dambuster one last week was fantastic, absolutely buzzed. I was buzzing all week after that. So this one, the bar was moved pretty high, so this one obviously a bit lower, but we're out and about, and that's all that counts. So behind us, see the valley stretching away. Yeah, so we're gonna carry on down this trail, find somewhere decent to stop, and we'll get a brew on. I've got a ham and cheese sandwich, and as I said, we're going to have that energy drink in our bottle, ready for carrying on. Apart from that, happy Easter, by the way. Today is the day we celebrate the rising of Jesus Christ from the tomb. Eyewitnesses say the tomb was empty, no body was ever presented. Roman soldiers claimed a false story saying, you know, while they were asleep, someone came and robbed the body. Which wouldn't have gone well for the Roman soldiers, sleep on the post. And then risen, seeing over the next 40 days, hundreds and hundreds of eyewitnesses all testified to seeing him alive again. If Christ has not been raised, if we take away the resurrection from Christianity, it means nothing. Basically, Christ rising from the dead was proving everything he said. If he didn't rise from the dead, forget it, eat, drink, be merry, for tomorrow we die. Life would be a complete waste of time. But because of the resurrection, we know that we will also be resurrected with him, if you believe and if you're trusting in him for the forgiveness of sins. If not, you'll be resurrected to the second death, which is hell. So it's one or the other, guys. But yeah, Easter probably trumps Christmas a little bit because of the importance of it in salvation. So believe or don't believe. 2 roads, 2 trails. And which one are you on at this point? Now if we just zoom in this area here, you can see Studley Pike. We've been up there on the Todmorden video. I think it's a memorial to the Napoleonic Wars. Well, that's better. A little bit of a windbreak. I just checked inside, make sure nobody was sleeping in there. Me and Daniel watched a documentary. It was like a thing on ghost hunting. I'm not into any of that. But he was just showing me a creepy video where these 2 people had gone into a house and didn't check it first before they went exploring. So they were trespassing. Shouldn't have been there. And they have a little cute dog with a camera, and it ran around and started barking and ran off. And when they watched the footage back, there was a young lad who'd obviously been living rough in that house, who was terrified. He was under the bed, and he obviously ran and got out of the house as quick as he could and felt really sorry for him, but just reminded me to check for something like that before I sit down to have my lunch. Yeah, good ham and cheese and spicy salt spaghetti. I've got another couple of sandwiches. I think last week I didn't have enough food, so I'm just gonna have a good bit of a dinner break here. Like I said, I might make a brew and then try this energy powder, which if it works, be quite good. I've got 12 little sachets. They were quite cheap and it's easier than bringing a can. That's my thinking. 140 milligrams of caffeine and various other chems. Give me that extra boost. They're always handy to have, just to boost morale and just to, at times when you're just trying to get a bit more mileage or just trying to get your mind mentally ready to do a hill. It just gives you that edge. Some people like them, some people don't. I couldn't imagine doing it without some sort of caffeine based product. What can I say? Our wind is relentless. A rubbish bag here. Right, so this is the i5 citrus flavour. I'm going to put the whole sachet in. It's supposed to be mixed into 500 mils. Oh, smells good. It does smell good. Might be tricky in the wind though. Put it there maybe, that's better. Tip a bit of water. Sorry you can't see it, but the wind is the wind's going to ruin everything. We always carry out our rubbish. You brought it in, bring it out. Oh, put the lid on that. Give that a bit of a shake. I'm hoping it doesn't stain the water bottle. And kind of, you know, ruins the flavour of just water. Quite like stainless. Not really getting much shaking though. Right, let's have a taste. Oh my word! Wow, that's tasty. That is really, really tasty. Kind of reminds me of them ice creams, the twister ones, the screwball ones. Not screwball, but the twister ones. Oh, really nice citrusy taste. Not too sweet. But yeah, so that's going to be in my water bottle for now. I'm hoping, like I said, that won't embed itself in the stainless. So every time I drink water, it tastes like that. But I can always bleach it. If you ever get flavours stuck in a water bottle, bleach, a few drops of bleach, fill it with water, leave it overnight. Gets rid of the smell and the funk. Right, in the distance back the way I came, I can see two people coming. So we'll load up with this, I'll have another biscuit, and then we're going to set off and carry on. That was a good break, that was a good spot to sit down and reflect. Right, let's boogie boogie boogie. Big fella. Just give you a wide berth, I think. The size of your head. Another bench I missed out on. Just rubbing my face in it now. There's two more coming up. this is the road lined with benches. The sun's out, it's really nice. Still a bit windy. That doesn't seem like it's going to die off today, so we'll just get used to it. But it's nice and warm in the sun. We're getting some nice views. So this is Colgate Road, not Colgate the toothpaste. Colgate Road, and we're going to just walk down this until we get past Baitings reservoir, and from there we'll break off from the road and go up onto Rishworth Moor to then I think it's Dog Hill. There's a trig point there, and then from there it's back to the car. We've hit the 6 mile left point. 6 miles left, 11 miles walked, so we've gained a mile, as we expect every time we come out. Yeah, we'll go off to a shaky start. Obviously I'll debrief at the end in the car. I got my protein shake, but just to be honest, mentally it wasn't quite there this morning, especially when the fog came in and the cold, bitterly cold this morning. Sheesh. And I've got small on my back, is killing me. Took some painkillers, but they're still alive, still making a lot of noise. So I'm kind of wrestling with that, and yeah, trying to get the most out of the walk. But I'm able to admit there's good walks and there's bad walks, and not every time I come out do I thoroughly enjoy it. So right now, kind of struggling, just hoping the pain goes off, and maybe Rishworth Moor will give us something better to look at. But I'm still not grumbling, just pointing out some truths, so you don't think I'm just filming videos where I, you know, like a mountain gazelle, fly up and down hills. No, this is hard work, and as you know, if you do any hiking, there's ups and downs emotionally and mentally. So there you go, that's where we're at. Did enjoy my sandwich, my biscuit, and yeah, that juice, whew, that was a bonus. So let's see if it actually does the trick. That's Baitings reservoir. We've had a nice big steep incline to get up here. We haven't even finished yet. Okay, so we leave Baitings reservoir behind. We've come from down there. Just took a breather for a second. I'm not having a break yet. I'd probably just rather get to the top. Yeah, busy little reservoir, understandably so, because of it's kind of a nice place to push a pram and take the kids. So we're heading up to Dog Hill Trig Point, which is 435 metres. Where are we at the moment? We're at 365, 375. So, you know, a bit of a way to climb. Well, good climbing weather, the cool breeze is keeping the sweat off. But we're heading up there, a bit of a zigzag onto Rishworth Moor, up to the trig. After that, we're going to come down to Green Withens Reservoir, and then it's the home straight back to the motorway, cross the motorway, back the way we came this morning. So yeah, going to push on, 12.5 miles done. Well, yeah, not quite ready for a break yet. I do want to have one, but we'll just press on. That wind kind of puts me off having a break. But the sun's out, nice and warm, except for that breeze. up there we are going. Come from down there, still climbing. Whoa. Boosh. Two people just came from there. Reservoir down there. Well, as you can tell, the wind has whipped up a storm. Very windy. See the reservoir behind us. Oh wow, so that's Dog Hill. What height was that then? 435 meters. Unimpressive again. Trig point with no view really, because I usually do. Oh, they are. I usually do my 360-degree turnaround, and there was just no point. There was nothing to see. That's just the way it is. That's nice looking back that way. But yeah, we've got 3.2 miles left, so we'll drop a bit of elevation on our way back. We can see the motorway there just behind us. That's where we crossed over this morning, and we're going to do that again, and then we're really just heading straight back to the car. Shouldn't be any more climbing now, famous last words, but we will have a break. Just take our time, we're not in any rush. Yeah, I do think that energy drink did actually do some good, because I kind of thundered up all that moorland and straight up to the top of the trig without stopping really. I felt quite energised, so it might be a good thing. That definitely, it's worth keeping it just for the taste. It tasted really nice. But yeah, it had electrolytes as well as caffeine in, so I think that made a big difference. But yeah, we'll go carry on down and we'll find somewhere to have a break. It's a good a place as any. The wind isn't as bad here. Oh. Ah, there we go. Ah, not a bad view. And just because I've got one as a backup, it's got to be a can of Red Thunder. Might as well drink it.